to the June meeting of the Bronxville Planning Board. We have a very light agenda tonight, but thanks to all who have shown up and thanks to those who accommodated the change in date. Christina, that was very helpful to some of us, so thanks for that. Our first order of business is to approve the minutes of our May meeting. I'd given Christina a minor correction to that, and that'll be reflected in the minutes. But with that in place, would someone like to move approval of those minutes?
I move we approve it.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, terrific. We only have one matter before us this evening, and that is the proposed sidewalk seating application for Opa Opa. And so whoever's here on behalf of the applicant, if you could go to the mic and identify yourself, and please tell us about your application.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Brigitte. I'm here on behalf of Nick Faustini, and I'm here to answer any questions you might have for the proposed seating layout. It has 5 tables and 16 seating.
Christina, could you zoom in on the seating, please? Yeah. Just the outdoor seating, yeah. That's perfect.
So I just had a question. So the history was you had seating a long time ago, and then we took it away, and then you had to come here to.
Yeah.
You're here now to reapply for the seating.
Correct.
So when you first had seating, was it the same configuration?
Yes, so if you can see, well, it was slightly similar. There was 4 seating on the, like it is shown here, but it was, I think it was 2 seating. If you can see the photo, the first photo, it has a picture of how it used to be.
The one on
On the top, that was a former seating arrangement, yeah.
It looks like in the photo of what you had, there were 3 tables. Am I seeing that correctly?
Yeah, we removed the one near the edge of the curve.
Right, so I'm focusing on the ones along the window.
Yeah, correct.
So there were 3 along the window, but
Mhm.
it looks like if we flip back to the application, Christine, it looks like there are 5.
There's 4 on the side and 1 more on the other side.
Yeah, and none of them are by the curb, they're all by the building.
Mhm.
Right, but it looks like the one that's farthest up is kind of right against the door. And then there's a 5th one along the edge, and it looks like you have 3 chairs at each.
Yes, correct.
How are they getting 4 at those? Because isn't it against the window?
And there's only 2 on the one to the right. I don't see it.
Oh,
There's 2 on, that one's 2, yes.
That one's 2,
Yes.
right? And then there's
The far right and the ones
4.
at the far left.
On both edges is 2 seatings.
yeah, so it certainly feels like you're asking for more than has been there historically, but I think more than that, I'll give a quick reaction. I think anything on Pondfield where it's really busy is going to be problematic. I think, that's a really busy strip for that seating. And around the corner, that seems like an awful lot of tables in terms of, especially as you get far down the street along Cedar and room on the sidewalk there. I guess I'd expected that this would be more like 3 tables as we
Okay.
go around the corner. And I feel like we live like right there, that's more what I've seen in general. But let's see what other people think.
Can we just recap on what they were previously approved for? How many tables and how many chairs?
So during COVID, they were allowed to have, I don't know the exact number, but I believe it was 3 tables with 2 chairs.
which is the top.
So, yeah, forget about the ones on the curb, because those all have to be removed, that's a safety issue. But during COVID, so you had the table on the curb, and then, but against the wall, you have 3 tables with 2 chairs each, correct? 3 or 4 previously?
I am remembering 3 tables with 4 chairs. That part I'm remembering. Yeah.
So
Right there.
I don't remember the 2, but I remember the 3 with 4.
3 of 4, so 12 seats, and 1 table of 2, so 14 seats.
All on the Cedar Street side.
that means that the only new table is this one of two that's over on the right on Pondfield.
Mhm.
It's just like Michael said, that is a really busy intersection. And just on the, if you look on the top left, I guess the second picture is good too. Could you just move that picture up a little bit? Just do that second one. No, just go up a little bit more. One more, that one. So those benches are the town benches. So does the fourth table go next to that bench? Is that where it is now, sort of?
Yes.
I see.
Mhm.
Thank you. Those are two tops. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 seats.
These all have 4 here, and this one has 2. And then obviously that one has 2.
Right, but I think Pondfield is probably going to be out, so it's really what's on Cedar. It just feels, at least to me, like 3 tables of 4 without the 2. You don't run into narrowing the sidewalk on Cedar. You don't run into narrowing the sidewalk on Pondfield. You're taking advantage of the curve where you're not really blocking pedestrian traffic. So I feel like the 3 tables of 4 are pretty easy, and after that, it gets complicated.
So the last one would be a table of 2 right next to the bench. That would be the.
That's what he's proposing.
Yeah.
That's the one I think that's at issue. And if you only had the 3 tables for 4, what you'd end up doing is not having it straight up against the front door like that. It would end up shifting a little bit.
It is a lot of seats right there on the top, the blue awning, that was the.
Very much, I agree with the Pondfield one.
Yeah.
I agree with it. It's a little bit too close and too sharp, because I don't go there every day, but the rest, like, looks every good, fine.
Christina, could you zoom in on the blue umbrellas there? Because,
Yeah, so you know what, I was saying that I thought there was tables of 2.
but I think they're 4s.
They're 4s, but they're 4s this way, where you're showing 4s going this way now.
Mhm.
That's why.
Yeah, I think they work better sticking out.
This way. Or
The way they are in the picture, having walked that a lot, that seems to work. And that way they don't run into the issue of you can't put a person against the window. It's more
Okay.
functional. Go ahead.
So why are you changing the dimensions of the table from, you previously had rectangles, which I assume you sat 2 and 2, versus I think the proposal has more of a square where you have one person on all 4 sides? Why did you make that change?
That was based on Nick's comments.
On whose comments?
Nick, the architect.
Do you find that the flow of the rectangular seating worked for you, or you think the square will work better?
She's zooming in so you can really see now. Because I think what we liked about the old configuration is no one was backing their chair into the pedestrians. Everyone was sideways to the pedestrians, so it helped the flow
I
better.
thought they were fine, and you're right, you already had the tables.
But you can see with the 3 4s, it's already filling most of the space to the bench. It's that 4th table, I feel like, is problematic.
It should be on the plans. The one on the right is a rectangle.
50 by 30.
It's 30 inches.
15 by 30.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of room on the sidewalk.
I think 50. 50.
Okay.
But I agree with Michael that if you have the 2 side by side as opposed to 1 on each side of the table, would be better flow for, people walking by. And he said you don't have that one chair bumping into people when they're getting up. Yeah.
I mean, if I were a diner, I actually wouldn't want my back to traffic anyway.
That's,
So I would,
that's exactly what
that's
my
not the
point
Safety
situation. I
thing,
would-
yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
it's not very Parisian to have your back to the,
How many tables do you have? The four, those, you have three of those? No, right now, do you have from, so why don't we just put the three back and be done, we're good. Well, I'm good. We're saying there is room.
And then across the door, you go into that door on the right, so there's one over there, you can get exactly 4 tables, so it's 3 plus the one, like 4, the way they are, is 2, and nobody like get products, the traffic, the funny spaces, even like, just, I like,
So you'd be happier if we went with 3 4s and a 2 rather than just 3 4s.
Actually, I do like the 2 seats because it doesn't come out beyond where the bench is anyway. So you're not creating a hazard there because there's a bench. People aren't, they'd have like 2 more steps where they could. And I think if we zoom out again, we have,
I don't feel like it says the traffic and it's low, so you just remove them.
and I think if we were to zoom out, like to have a holistic view of this block, right? Just up, another 20 feet beyond those benches, we have 2 seats of 3 at Chitara, which extend out further than this.
Yeah.
So
Now it's only 2 tables. This would be
But it's a narrower
4.
sidewalk.
It's a narrow
exactly,
sidewalk.
just to kind of keep level.
So I think I don't have an issue with the 2. I think that, frankly, it doesn't impose any real disadvantage to walkers.
You're in favor of the 3 and the 2 on the end,
I would do the 3 and the 2, yeah.
and get rid of the one on Pondfield.
Yes.
Right,
I
so
think the one
it's-
on Pondfield is an issue because the traffic's there heavy. You have people crossing on both sides and they have strollers, and I think that that's an issue.
So I'm hearing a consensus for 3 4s and a 2, configured the existing way, which would have to reflect in the motion because it's the existing configuration of the tables rather than new square.
3, 4 tables sit there, because right there, it's showing 2 tables of 4, 1 table. It'll fit, you know what that is there?
And they'd be sideways. You can see he could snug that table up a little closer to the door, the one on the right. It'd be jammed up like New York City, but it would work.
If you see anything wrong, like if you pass by and you can see the it's on the side, I would do it, you have to like, good way.
This is a nice wide corner, so that makes it more possible. Do this. Any other comments before maybe someone wants to make a motion? Okay, would someone like to make a motion?
Want to open it to the public, just in case?
There's no public, so I'm just gonna let it go.
So I would move that we approve 3 tables of 4, 1 table of 2 seats. We do not have that additional seat on Pondfield, but otherwise approve the plan as.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Christine, any issues before we? In the sideways configuration,
Sideways configuration, yes.
the 30 by 50, I think, yep.
You got that 3 tables for
Okay.
the sideways configuration as
And then the 2.
As previous.
Yeah. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, congratulations. I have one quick announcement before we adjourn, which is after 8 years on the planning board, I'm going to be taking my leave from the board. It's been a terrific 8 years. I think, we're staying in the village, so we're not going anywhere, but I think these boards benefit so much from fresh blood. And I've gotten to see that on this board as new members have come on. And I think the only way you get fresh blood on a board is if you make way for the next generation. So it's been great. Thank you. It's been, so it's been great to serve. I want to thank Mary Marvin for the opportunity. I want to thank Christine and Kevin for all their fine work. I want to thank my fellow board members. I'm confident that I'm leaving this board in good hands. And with that, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. Good luck.